The cave that you fear to enter holds the treasure that you seek.
What's up to all my scrappers, junkers, haulers of all kinds? Gold Champ here. Got a little chat for you today. Wanted to talk about one of my favorite quotes from Joseph Campbell. The cave that you fear to enter holds the treasure that you seek. This has a lot of meaning for me personally. I have avoided growing my business for a long time because there were things I just did not want to deal with. Some I just saw as a hassle, others legitimately scared me. One was the idea of hiring people, being in charge of other people's livelihoods, in charge of keeping the business afloat. When it was just me, I knew what my needs were, what my family needed, and that was all I had to worry about. As long as I made those goals, I was fine. I didn't have to grow. I didn't have to think at all. I could put myself on autopilot, which I did for a long time. And the thing is, you put yourself on autopilot and your body is not on autopilot. It starts to catch up with you. You work when you're almost 40 like I am, the way that you did when you were 20 or 30, and your body notices, even if your mind doesn't. So I decided it was time to completely change my outlook, my approach to everything, the business, life, etc. And I started moving towards those fears. And today I'm talking about hiring specifically. Never done it before. I had a lawn care business a long time ago, and we had, over the years, maybe a couple employees, but it was my brother that started the business, and he really was the one that did the hiring. And the people we hired were friends anyways. We didn't have to go through background checks, a true interview process. It was, hey, I need a job. Hey, come on, I'll show you how to use this mower. What we're into now is completely different. We're trying to grow a serious business out of something that was really a job for me, no doubt. I was working enough hours to fill 2 jobs, but I treated it more like a lucrative hobby than a real business. And undoing all of those habits, retraining myself is tough. But the biggest part was facing the fears. I was scared of hiring people. I was scared I'd hire the wrong person, they'd crash my truck, which is a real possibility. They'd steal from me, all the different things that you can be afraid of. Or they'd just do a bad job, and I'd have to hire again and again and again. But that hasn't been the case so far. Hopefully it continues to go the way it has been going, because Jeff has done a great job. We got David, who is a good friend of mine and had been scrapping on his own, and that's why I brought him in part-time. He has a full-time job during the year. He's a teacher, but during the summer he's got time and he wants to occupy that time. So he comes in and scraps. I knew he was going to be solid going in, but he's not someone I can count on full-time all year long. So we had to do real hiring, kind of grow up a little bit, you know what I mean? And facing that fear has been, so far, one of the best decisions, next to bringing my sister in. Mary is fantastic, which actually kind of falls in the same basket. It wasn't exactly hiring, it was partnering up. And that's another fear of mine, is letting go of control, complete control of the business. And it's been a fantastic decision. Best thing I've done yet. Hiring comes in a close second. It has freed me up in so many ways. And I'm still in that process of retraining myself mentally, getting myself to think differently, act differently, not walk out the door and go 110%, 1,000 miles an hour, just physical labor, but getting my mind involved in the process. So facing that fear has opened up a lot of doors and opened up my mind to different possibilities, different directions we want to take the business, different things we want to try out. And it's been actually pretty rewarding too. Succeeding, for one, just in something that I didn't know if I could pull off, is rewarding in and of itself. But creating jobs for other people that need jobs is actually very rewarding. It was an unintended consequence and a happy one of doing this. I was focused on the business and myself, and lo and behold, there was more to it. So anyways, facing that fear has been a tremendous benefit. And now we're looking at all kinds of other possibilities besides just adding in the Freon recovery and junk removal as a service, totally reshaping the way that we do scrap hauling and serving our customers as well. It's opened up a lot of possibilities. And, we're thinking about other things as well. Who knows? We might consider getting into roll-off dumpsters in the future. For me, I say the sky's the limit. But I want you to think about what scares the hell out of you in your business, or maybe in your personal life. This was more directed at business and growing businesses, taking risks, but mitigating those risks with preparation and research. But what is it that scares you in your business? Or are you happy? Are you right where you want to be and you don't want to make any changes? If so, good for you. Very happy for you. This is more directed at the people who are on the fence and they're not sure if they can grow, if they should grow, how to grow. What is it that scares you that you're not doing right now? What is the next step that you would take if you had a do-over button? You could just hit reset and start back from where you are right now, and it wouldn't have any consequences. If you had $1 million and it didn't matter if you lost it, what is it that you're not doing that you think would take you to the next level, and you're not doing it because you're afraid to? Please let me know in the comments, because I'd love to discuss it. This is a very big subject, and I plan on revisiting it in the future.